What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another RVing with Corey YouTube video. Today we're going to take a look at the 2026 Salem Hemisphere 261FKRB. Now, before we get on to the inside, all the specifications of this travel trailer will be down in the video description, as well as a link for the pricing, so you can check that at any time. But let's go ahead now. We'll jump onto the inside and see what this beautiful travel trailer has got to offer. So, coming on to the inside, this is a front kitchen travel trailer. If you like this floor plan, but you're not super keen on the interior, check out some of my other front kitchen video tours, like the RVer 268FKRB. That is another one that is really nice. Now, this is a true couples camper, and what I mean by that, there's no guest sleeping capacity whatsoever. So you have your theater seats right here. No carpet in the slide outs for 2026. They're going with the matching linoleum instead of the pontoon boat style flooring. If we take a seat here, you're not on a bad angle of the TV, but it's not as perfect as some other versions of this floor plan that I've seen. But by all means, it is not bad at all. Lots of window coverage in here. You also don't have a traditional dinette. This has the bar style seating, which a lot of people are really into right now, because a lot of people are saying that the dinettes take up space. Let me know what you think of this concept down below. I would love to hear some feedback from that on you, or from you on that. Excuse me. Household outlets right there. You also have some cubby holes right back there for some things. They are continuing to use the LED strip lighting for this year. 15K main AC as well. As we move forward, this is a front kitchen travel trailer, so this is kind of the focal point. We have a 10.7 cubic foot, 12 volt DC compressor driven refrigerator. And actually, we're going to turn this bad boy off, because no sense in having it on right now. Next to that, we have one of our two pantry areas. So we do have some really nice storage space in there. It's nice and deep. All of your cabinetry is going to be stapled in this series. Actually, no, it's not. Excuse me. It's pocket screwed and glued cabinetry. I actually changed that because it used to not be that way. How would I know? I have a Salem Hemisphere. So up here, love the fact that they have the strut supported hinges, or hardware, I guess I should say. Plenty of storage up there. Love the fact that you don't have to juggle that with your head. Household USB outlets right there. Then we have 4 drawers right here. Very nice sized. This bottom one's going to be a little bit deeper, and they actually finish those off pretty nicely as well. More storage here. Plenty of room for a trash can and plumbing access right there. Speaking of plumbing, we do have a nice 1-basin sink with the pull-down sprayer faucet. Pressed membrane thermofoil style counters. More household outlets here, and I love this little shelf. Perfect for, you know, some of those smaller appliances that you need a spot for when you're camping, but it doesn't take up your main prep area. You also have some hooks there for like some coffee mugs, and another cubby right there too. Microwave, hood range combo. Then we have our 3-burner cooktop with the glass cover, and the oven down below in case you want to do some baking, with the pots and pans drawer right there. Right here, we're going to have 4 more drawers. These are nice and deep as well. Just open a couple of those so you can get an idea of what they look like. And this TV is on a kind of a swing arm mount as well. Another electrical outlet right there. Got you some coat hooks right here, as well as another electrical outlet. That is really cool. Smart placement on that. No heat ducts in the floor. These are going to be a cabinet ducted heating system. Back here we have our primary pantry, so plenty of storage here. These are going to be removable shelves, and that has a motion sensor light in there as well. And then we have our main control panel. So we have our JBL stereo system that'll play interior and exterior speakers depending on which zone you pick. Your thermostat and a host of other controls like our 12-volt heat pads on the holding tanks, some lighting controls, light outs and awning controls as well. Then we have our other thermostat right here, plus our bedroom lighting switch. All these are going to be dimmable as well, which is pretty dang snazzy. Electrical outlet here, plenty of countertop space right here. Love the fact that they give you the little vanity there with the backlit mirror. Some drawers, you're going to have 3 of those. These bottom 2 are a little bit bigger. And then you have an even larger one right there next to your built-in fireplace. All your windows are going to have your built-in night shades. This one has the built-in day shade because it's an emergency exit window. Spot to mount a TV right there. Of course, you got the backlit mirror, household and USB outlets, and then you have this neat little ottoman seat thing there as well. This is going to be a Olympic queen size bed, or an RV king, however you want to call it. So I really do like that. Easy lift storage. You've got plenty of storage here, plus some cubbies right there. Yep. You're also going to have some nightstands here and household and USB outlets on both sides of the bed. They're going to be down towards the bottom like you saw on that one. Right here, hanging bar with some shelf space down, or not shelf, divided storage for like folding clothes and such down below. Massive mirror here. Of course, you get to look at my goofy face here for a second. Tankless on-demand water heater controls, towel bar. And then this is a dual vanity setup as well. Love the open cubby space there. Storage space here. Linen space right here. And there. And then you've got your floating shelves. 4-inch square fart fan. And then you have a pocket door to close this off. Now, that's got plenty of room around the toilet. I don't even have to sit on that this time. That is a great amount of room around the toilet. Now, if you thought wardrobe space was a little lacking, you have plenty here. So this is, again, going to be one of those removable shelves. You have plenty of wardrobe space, or you could do a stackable washer and dryer, or you could just do a combo and have the rest of this for hanging space. Love the little towel hooks here as well. And then we have our huge 30 by 36 inch shower. I'm going to go ahead and step up in this one. Flipping this camera around, I'm about 6'1½". I've got plenty of headroom here, so that is a really nice thing to have. And then you have the retractable shower curtain. Plenty of room there. Man, this is just a very, very well done bathroom. But let me know what you guys think of this Salem Hemisphere 261 FKRB. Let's go take a look at the outside now. All right, y'all, we're back on the outside of the Salem Hemisphere 261 FKRB. Starting up front, we have our 3/4 fiberglass front cap with the integrated massive windshield right here. power tongue jack, two 20-pound propane tanks. We also have our spot for our battery right back there. Now, if there's an Achilles heel on front kitchens, it's their outside storage absolutely sucks. And there's just not a good way around it. So we have our solar charge controller, battery disconnect, front docking light switch, and our awning control right there as well. Magnetic holdbacks, slam latches. These also have a unique one-piece fiberglass roof, which is pretty dang cool. You just don't see that. So as you can see here, one-piece fiberglass roof, approximately 40% thicker. So if you're in hail country, that's a good thing. Now, of course, if you get softball-sized hail, that's, I'm not saying that it's going to be impervious to that, but it's just better. Spot to mount a TV out here. You also have your power stabilizer jack controls, furnace exhaust, spare tire carrier. You also have your fully enclosed and forced air heated docking center right there. And you can see this little guy right here. That is going to be part of your slide out override. So just keep that in mind. Massive, absolutely massive power awning. It's going to be about a 21-foot. Triple step, more ride, step above step. We also have our large entry assist handle there. Tankless on-demand water heater controls, or not control, but unit. Excuse me, man, that sun is bright this morning. Wide stance stability axles. I don't know why I can't talk today, but we have also leash latch here. And then we have a little mini fridge. So this doesn't have a full outside kitchen, but hey, at least you've got the refrigerator. Rear power stabilizer jack controls, and you have your LP quick connect right there as well. Coming back here, no square tubular bumper for a stinky slinky, but we do have a bike rack hitch right there that is not for towing, cable inlet, and then we also have our Lippert on-the-go ladder prep and our backup camera prep as well. Right here, we're gonna have all of our hookups. So we have our freshwater, city water, black tank flush, cable and satellite hookups, power, all that good stuff right here, as well as an outside shower and our main black and gray tank dump for the rear bathroom right there. Then right here, we're gonna have some storage underneath the bed. Magnetic holdback still. Our other slide out. And then as you can see up in right about there, that is your kitchen tank dump. So you have a split gray tank on this one. So you got to use two sewer hoses or move them back and forth. It is what it is. There's not really a way around it, but all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the 261 FKRB. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section down below. Pricing will be down in the video description as well as all the specs, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.